Yeah, I think we are live. हरीश, संकेत, हेलो। हरीश, क्वेश्चन भी आ गया है। आरसी स्ट्रेटजी बताओ प्लीज। ओके हरीश, लेट।
I think Shreekanth is facing some net issues, but I can answer it till then. I just Shreekanth is back.
Yeah. Yeah, Harish has asked about the RC strategy. So, am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. So as I mentioned every time about verbal section, that there are three different types of question patterns in RC. One is a fact-based questions, which are the grammatical errors and vocabulary-based questions, which if you know the answer, you know it based on the facts. Another is the inference-based questions, which are the RCs exactly. And the third one is the critical reasoning, which are inference plus assumptions. So RC and parasamples fall under the inference section. I have basically bifurcated into these three sections because it is easier to practice these sections separately. So for RC, Harish, what you should do is, I normally tell this to each and every of my mentees, that you solve 3 to 5 RCs every day, or you start with solving 2 RCs every day and gradually increase it up to 5 RCs, because solving 2 RCs would take anywhere around half an hour at the first time, and then solving 3 RC would take 45, and then up to, if you go up to 5, to take 1 hour. So preparing 1 hour every day, reading 1 hour every day would definitely improve your speed in RC. That is one strategy of how you should improve your performance in RC. Is the first motto. After that, slowly, once you realize ki, so let me give you a perspective over here. So for example, me, I am a student. मैंने पहली बार अभी वर्बल की प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट करी है, और मेरे को आरसी इतना आता नहीं है। और कंपेयर्ड टू मी, श्रीधर इज हियर, तो उसको आरसी मेरे से ज्यादा अच्छा आता है, एंड ही स्कोरिंग बेटर इन वर्बल देन मी। सो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन हिम एंड मी इज दैट मैंने कभी आरसी प्रिपेयर किया नहीं, एंड सडनली आई सी हिम सॉल्विंग आरसी, तो वो कर रहा है स्किमिंग, मतलब वो पूरा आरसी पढ़ ही नहीं रहा है, वो सिर्फ क्वेश्चन पढ़ के आरसी के 2-3 लाइन पढ़ के आंसर सॉल्व कर रहा है। तो आई एम लाइक शॉक्ड कि यार ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल कि आरसी के सिर्फ एक एक लाइन पढ़ के सॉल्व कर रहा है। सो द सिंपल रीजन ओवर हियर इज दैट ही हैज आल्सो गॉन थ्रू अ फेज वेयर ही हैज टू स्टडी द पूरा आरसी। पहले पहले पूरा आरसी पढ़ोगे, फिर वो सोच उसमें इन्फर करने के बाद में हर एक क्वेश्चन पढ़ के सॉल्व करोगे, ऐसे कीप ऑन प्रैक्टिस करते जाओगे। उसके एक हफ्ते बाद में, आफ्टर सॉल्विंग अराउंड 50 to 100 आरसी, यू विल रियलाइज कि आरसी में जितना भी कंटेंट होता है और क्वेश्चन जितना भी पूछते हैं, उसमें एक डिफरेंस है। लाइक आरसी का एक छोटा पार्ट में ही आपको आंसर मिल जाता है सीईटी के। सो वंस यू स्टार्ट रीडिंग पूरा आरसी, सॉल्विंग 3 RCs एवरी डे, एक वीक के बाद में आप स्किमिंग करना सीख जाओगे, वेरिन आप सिर्फ पहले क्वेश्चन पढ़ोगे और आरसी का सिर्फ वो जो क्वेश्चन जहाँ पे जिस पैराग्राफ में है वो रीड करके डायरेक्ट आंसर कर दोगे। सो आप लेटर ऑन पूरा आरसी पढ़ोगे भी नहीं। सो यू हैव टू रीच दैट स्टेज फर्स्टली। सो अगर कोई अगर स्किमिंग कर रहा है, तो यू डोंट हैव टू बी अफ्रेड कि यार ये बिना पढ़े आरसी कैसे सॉल्व कर सकता है। even you can do it. You just have to solve around 50 to 100 RCs for that. So this would be my strategy. 1 week is max. 1 week में आप अच्छा खासा improve कर सकते हो आपका speed.
Yeah, so I think starting में tougher, it will take a lot more time, but the improvement comes very fast once your reading speed is coming and your brain sort of goes in autopilot once you solve a lot of RCs. Ki you understand ki हाँ ये sentence is not that important, and this sentence in the RC will be important. इस पे कुछ question आ सकता है. That mode your brain goes in. It's like driving for the first time. You are thinking about everything, surroundings का बहुत ध्यान रखते हो. You are very careful about everything. But once you're driven a lot of times and you become sort of better at it, very easier to drive. You don't have to look at everything here. खुद ही change करते हो, without looking, and sort of all of that. So practice is required for sure. As Shreekanth said, try to read every day. Usse reading speed will increase, and obviously helps with other sections of the English section, also verbal section. Grammar rules will also become easier, and antonyms and synonyms also will you'll come across more words, so it is more probability that you get antonyms synonyms also right. So
Correct.
yeah, read every day. And I mean, for RCs in our course particularly, see, there is no shortcut for RCs. Verbal section where there are no shortcuts, there are only approaches. So we tell our mentees of how we approach the RC part, कि हम कैसे पढ़ते हैं, you know, then how do we answer questions, का order कैसे करना है, कौन से questions you should solve if you are weak at RC, so on and so forth. So yeah, there is verbal, there is a lot of hard work required. Shreekanth has also mentioned it many times. Shortcuts or ये सब कुछ है नहीं, you know, even if we are telling you RC strategy and how to approach it, it is more about how to prepare and approach. कोई
Right.
tricks तो होता नहीं है in the whole
Correct.
verbal section.
So exactly. So very nice analogy about driving, which is very relevant to RC. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Sanket Jalkote has asked how to increase speed in exam. So firstly, Sanket, what I'd like to say is practice a lot of questions. Like give mocks regularly. If you are not working, if you are just preparing for CET, which majority of the students do, you should try to give a mock every alternate day, or even a mock a day, or 5 mocks in a week. And gradually you have to increase the speed. And coming to the question ki how you increase the speed, so let me give you a simple example or an exercise which you can do. So अगर आप for example quants के 10 क्वेश्चन करते हो, तो एक काम करो, वो सेक्शनल टेस्ट दो 10 क्वेश्चन का, एक रफ शीट में आप वो क्वेश्चंस पूरे सॉल्व करोगे, पूरा 10 क्वेश्चंस का आप सेक्शनल टेस्ट दोगे 20 मिनट आधा घंटा. उसके बाद में आप वो रफ शीट को एनालाइज करो. वो रफ शीट में जाके देखो कि आपने वो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के लिए क्या क्या लिखा. आप स्टेप 1 लिखोगे कि A into B is equal to C, फिर स्टेप 2 लिखोगे C divided by D is equal to E. तो आपको क्या देखना है यहाँ पे कि स्टेप 1 स्टेप 2 आपने पेन से पेपर पे लिखा और आंसर जो था वो आपको आया. बट ये दोनों स्टेप डायरेक्ट एक स्टेप में अगर सॉल्व किया जा सकता था या नहीं, ये आपको नोटिस करना है while analyzing your rough sheet, and then you can improve your speed. So for example, एक क्वेश्चन करने को मुझे अगर 2 मिनट लगता है, and there is a shortcut way to solve this question and I can solve it in 30 seconds, you have to realize that after going through a rough sheet analysis कि हाँ, इसको और शॉर्टर में कर सकता हूँ, या ये लिखने की मुझे जरूरत नहीं थी, ये डायरेक्ट में ओरली या मेंटली कैलकुलेट कर सकता था. So this is how you improve your speed question by question and topic by topic. So this is one thing which you can follow. Arvind, is your course still open for enrolling? Okay, so since we have all of you guys over here, I want to give you a quick mention about our course, the relevance of our course at this point of time. So Arvind, for your question, yes, our course is still open for enrollment. Apart from this, I just want to, make sure that you understand. So there are around 60 days to the CET exam, less than 60 days. What is the best source to prepare for the CET exam? If one asks, what would you say? Like there are some certain institutes wherein you can go and वहाँ पे पूरा coaching होगा. There are certain YouTube channel, there are websites, etc., etc. There are PDFs, there are Telegram channels. बहुत कुछ है. The sources are unlimited. बट व्हाट शुड यू फोकस? आपके पास 60 डेज है, आप किस पे फोकस करोगे? आप ये सर्च करते रहोगे क्या? ये वेबसाइट जाओगे, ये पीडीएफ डाउनलोड करोगे, वो पीडीएफ में आपने 10 क्वेश्चन कर लिया, उसके बाद में आपको रियलाइज होगा अरे ये वो लेवल का नहीं है, दिस आर इजियर देन सीईटी, इससे थोड़ा हार्ड करता हूँ तो मैं एक और पीडीएफ डाउनलोड करता हूँ. यू विल गो टू टेलीग्राम, वहां पे आपको 100 और पीडीएफ मिल जाएंगे. यू विल गो टू यूट्यूब, देयर आर मिलियंस ऑफ वीडियोस, इसको ऐसे सॉल्व करो, इसको वैसे सॉल्व करो. So the point I'm trying to make is you have 60 days. The time is limited, and that is the reason why you could go forward and think कि मुझे एक ऐसा सोर्स चाहिए जहाँ पे I get everything related to my what is required for preparation for CET. Like आपको हर चीज एक जगह पे मिलना चाहिए. So for that, our course is very relevant at this point of time because यहाँ पे concept builders, practice tests, and shortcut videos सब है. So a source where everything is required. तो there is a mental piece which is मतलब highly required at this point of time. अगर आप दिन के 4 hours prepare करते हो और वो दिन के 4 hours में आप 3 घंटा YouTube पे सर्च करते रहोगे तो आपका प्रिपरेशन होगा नहीं. Even if you search for go to a different website, if you search for all these things, you don't get a clarity कि हाँ मैंने ये complete किया. सोर्सेस आर अनलिमिटेड, पीडीएफ आर अनलिमिटेड. आपने 100 क्वेश्चंस का पीडीएफ खोला, 10 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर दिया एंड देन यू रियलाइज कि यार ये डिफिकल्ट है, तो एक अनसेटिस्फैक्शन रहता है कि ये पीडीएफ मैंने कंप्लीट नहीं किया. So the point I'm trying to make over here is, if you are preparing someone who is, opting for enrolling a course right now, even in fact, I am telling you this confidently because of our results. We have 13 of our students from the last year as our juniors in JBIMS. So the whole point is that one place, one stop, every solution is required वहां पर है. उसके बाद practice करने के लिए mocks and all, वो तो आप दूसरा mock providers भी ले सकते हो. There is no doubt about that. It is a good source to prepare. So I encourage people to not be clueless about what to prepare. सब कुछ हम लोग ने 2 years we have worked hard for this course. 2 years we have prepared everything which we have, what is required for this exam, and made this course. So I urge you guys and even your friends who are preparing for CET to go for it, and you can see the results after that. So yeah, Arvind, the course is still open for enrolling. You can, and also the mentorships are also being done right now.
Yeah, I mean, just a quick summary of what you get when you sign up. In like, if we take our most complete package, in that you will have the books. You can offer ebooks or hard copy. So from the basics, you can clear your concepts. Then you have the videos that we have made about the tricks and shortcuts that we use to solve questions in the exam that helped us get like a 99.99 percentile. So that is the best method for that topic that we have used in the CT, and that is proven, sort of. And then you have all the practice tests you need. You have 20 mocks, you have 40 sectional tests. Mocks are there in both the patterns, 2020 pattern, 2021 pattern, jumbled, sectionized, everything is available. So you don't need anything else. Apart from this, we just recommend one more mock provider so that there is some variety. But even this is complete, where you have concepts, you have shortcuts, tricks, and you have the tests for practice.
Correct. So Rajat has asked a question about how to deal with anxiety of covering so much in less time, the feeling of being overwhelmed. So I generally give this advice to each and every of my mentees that Rajat, so the CET is a 200 questions exam, right? So what is the max like you could score out of 200 is 150. So what are these 150 questions all about? So if you go through the CET topic syllabus, what you'll figure out is that LR का जो 75 क्वेश्चंस है, नो फॉर्मूला, उसमें कोई फॉर्मूला यूज नहीं होता. इट्स जस्ट लॉजिकल एबिलिटी, इट्स जस्ट प्रैक्टिस एंड इट्स जस्ट अप्रोच ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस, व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देयर आर मिलियंस ऑफ अप्रोच टू अ पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, बट व्हाट इज द फास्टेस्ट एंड द बेटर वे, वो अप्रोच होता है. 75 क्वेश्चंस ओनली अप्रोच एंड लॉजिकल एबिलिटी. देन कमिंग टू एब्स्ट्रैक्ट रीजनिंग. एब्स्ट्रैक्ट रीजनिंग में 25 क्वेश्चंस होते हैं व्हिच आर ब्लॉक्ड क्वेश्चंस. वहां पे विजुअल रीजनिंग, आपका विजुअल रीजनिंग एबिलिटी वहां पे चेक होता है. अगेन नो फॉर्मूला. वर्बल के 50 क्वेश्चंस है. 50 क्वेश्चंस में इन्फरेंस और क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस को छोड़ के फैक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस में ग्रामेटिकल रूल्स के थोड़े सिलेबस है. एंड देयर माइट बी सम सिलेबस फ्रॉम पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच या सेंटेंस कनेक्टर्स का, इफ एंड बट प्रीपोजिशंस, वो सब सिलेबस. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस 150 क्वेश्चन में आपको कोई सिलेबस ही नहीं है. So you don't have to cover a lot of topic. What you have to do is you have to solve a lot of questions. You have to practice a lot. So you don't have to feel anxious कि मैंने मतलब कुछ cover किया नहीं है. Even if a 10th standard का लड़का wants to prepare for CET, 200 में से 150 questions का preparation उसका already done है, because it is a logical ability exam. It is a speed based exam. It is a strategy based exam. It is not a concept based exam like CAT. So already preparation, more than half, 3/4 preparation done है. सिर्फ quants में syllabus होता है which you have to prepare. The point I'm trying to make is your thinking should not be about covering the syllabus, whereas your thinking should be about to practice a lot of questions. So I generally give a target of solving 100 questions every day. अगर आप 100 questions every day solve करने का target रखोगे, तो ये anxious feel आपको होगा नहीं. You can solve any topic का 100 questions. Even we have a bifurcation of each and every topic. I've made a video which topics to go forward first and how to prepare accordingly. वो आप देख लोगे ना, उसमें आपको practice करना है, आपको read करना है, पढ़ना कुछ नहीं. The exam is all about the perspectives. Just to give you an example, the top 40 people who get into JBIMS via open seats, वो लोग में, and the people who are getting in like a 5,000 rank or a 4,000 rank, the difference is the perspective. वो लोग exam को किस way में देखते हैं. A guy with a 4,000, 5,000 rank or maybe less than that would feel कि नहीं यार, it is a difficult exam. He is feeling the exam is difficult because he chose the wrong questions to solve. The guy who is in JBIMS, he chose the right questions to solve. So all about which questions to solve, which particular type of question you should choose, and कैसे आप choose करोगे कौन सा क्वेश्चन सही करना है, कौन सा क्वेश्चन नहीं करना है. प्रैक्टिस. अभी एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने को 3 मिनट लगता है, ये आपको कब पता चलेगा? क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के बाद. क्वेश्चन देखने से आपको नहीं पता चलेगा. So you'll have to solve around 100 questions every day, and then आपको फिर एक intuition आएगा क्वेश्चन को देख के, हाँ, it is a difficult question, I shouldn't attempt it. Exam is all about attempting the easier questions. Easier questions खत्म कर लो, then you're good to go. So don't feel anxious about time कम है, ये कम है. खुद को क्वेश्चन करके देखो. मैं 100 क्वेश्चन एवरीडे करता हूँ और मेरे पास 60 डेज है. 6000 क्वेश्चन अगर कोई बंदा करता है, 6000 क्वेश्चन के सोल्यूशन, 6000 क्वेश्चन को अंडरस्टैंड करता है, 200 क्वेश्चन आर पीनट्स, आर पीस ऑफ केक फॉर हिम. इट वोंट बी अ बिग डील. बट 60 डेज में अगर आप 30 डेज ये सोचोगे कि सिलेबस कंप्लीट करना है, प्रिपेयर नहीं करोगे, सॉल्व नहीं करोगे, सो ऑब्वियसली 1000 क्वेश्चन करके कोई भी 200 क्वेश्चन में उतना अच्छा से अटेम्प्ट नहीं कर पाएगा. सो change your perspective about covering the topics, and then you will be good to go.
Yeah, and with anxiety, this is where our mentoring also comes in. So you always have one person, that you can ask any doubt at any time in the day. एक कुछ भी anxiety लग रहा है, कुछ भी लग रहा है, just send him a WhatsApp message. They will revert कि अभी ये मतलब first motivate you and tell you कि ठीक है, ज़्यादा नहीं सोचना है, next step के बारे में सोचना है. Next step is to finish these topics or give 2 mocks and then analyze or whatever. So that's where your mentor will be there for you and help with the journey and the whole preparation and the whole struggle to get into JBIMS.
Just a small request, guys. I'd like every one of you who's watching live to like our video. It will help us to motivate more students, which is our end goal. And we just want to give back to the college, which has given it a lot of memories and a very good career. And we feel overwhelmed being part of this college, so we want to give back as well. So please like and share our videos with your friends as well who are preparing. Next question is by Rajan. Rajan says, currently I'm not getting more than 22 in VARC. Please guide me over semi-mentor in my overall grammar section. So Rajan, we have in our course, we have these particular videos about the verbal section wherein we have explained what exactly you need to solve in VARC. Since you have mentioned that you're scoring about 20 to 22, that means you're, not solving 30 questions. So you will have to figure out what are the reasons why you're not solving the 30 questions. Is it because of the lack of knowledge? Or is it because of lack of practice? There could be only two reasons. Lack of practice, obviously, because you can't infer what the author is saying, whereas the other person who is getting 30 plus is inferring that thing. So that means you need a practice in that. Coming to antonym, synonym, and grammar section, we have a really good concept builder exercises in our login ID ebooks, wherein all the grammar rules which are there are thoroughly explained with examples as well. And there are practice tests with timed manner. You can solve those questions and you can get a hang of it. So what I'm trying to say is कि अगर आप 10 मॉक देते हो और 10 मॉक में आपको लगता है आपको ग्रामर नहीं आता, यू इग्नोर इट, तो 11वें मॉक में भी आपको इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं दिखेगा. बट वो 10 मॉक में इफ यू गो थ्रू ईच एंड एवरी ग्रामर क्वेश्चन एंड नोट डाउन व्हाट ऑल ग्रामर रूल्स आर बीन आस्क्ड, 10 मॉक में 50 क्वेश्चन होते हैं वर्बल के, 500 क्वेश्चन है. ये 500 क्वेश्चन को प्रॉपरली डीप डाउन करके वो 500 में आपके 200 ऑलरेडी आ जाएंगे. तो जो 300 क्वेश्चन है उसमें आपको 10-20 क्वेश्चन जितना भी मार्क्स इंप्रूव करने उसको पर्टिकुलरली जाके नोट डाउन करो एंड यू फिगर आउट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज आस्क्ड ओवर हियर एंड देन यू कैन improve your score. Coming to antonym synonym, मेरा simple फंडा है, I have never read any word for made easy or any book where 3000 words का book जहाँ पे मैं words सीख के उसका meaning समझूं, because I feel it wouldn't impact me. So मेरा thinking ये है कि अगर 5 questions है antonym synonym का और वो 5 question में सब CC भी mark करता है तो मुझे 2 marks आने वाले हैं, और 3-4 हजार वर्ड्स पढ़ने के बाद भी मुझे आई गेस 3 मार्क्स ही उसमें से आए. दैट इज माय फीलिंग अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर एंटोनिम एंड सिनोनिम, पर्टिकुलरली नॉट अबाउट द ग्रामर पार्ट. ग्रामर के लिए यू हैव टू रीड द रूल्स एंड देयर आर अ सेट ऑफ रूल्स व्हिच आर ऑलरेडी इन आवर login ID. So I think you go through that will help you.
Yeah, I mean grammar, so whatever marks you've given, Rajan, in which you got 20 to 22, so let's say you have 5 marks, just go through those grammar rules. Make sure you don't make those mistakes again. उसमें at least 10-15 grammar rules हो जाएंगे and your score will increase automatically by 2-3 marks. And antonym synonym, honestly, I mean, I used to get marks on that, but it is very luck based. You study a lot you spend hours on antonym synonym also, there is no guarantee ki exam mein you'll get that or not. Whereas there is a certain guarantee when it comes to other sections. If you solve or practice that much in other section, there is a higher probability of scoring rather than antonym synonym. So antonym synonym, whatever is coming in the mocks, just try to grasp those words. But yeah, even I wouldn't recommend any book. Just do daily reading in your RCs, and whenever you're reading newspaper, if you come across new words, just learn the meaning of that. Try to grasp it as much as you can. But put more effort in other sections where the results are more tangible.
Correct.
What should be the daily schedule for the beginner non-working? So Giri, I mean, Shreekanth has a video in that field. Again, try to link that in our Telegram group. So it is how to prepare for CT in 7 weeks, and there are about 8-9 weeks for the CT. So you can prepare all those topics in 7 weeks and give mocks. And in terms of hours daily, give as many as you can. How many hours are free, and you can give without getting burned out. If you can give 6, great. 8, whatever you can give, just give that. And week-wise, Shreekanth has made a great video, so I would recommend you to watch that.
And also, if you are interested in our course, what I would like to say is a mentoring factor is something which we can help you out with. Since you are not working your entire time to prepare, what I would do if I were in your shoes, I would be able to explain you personally if you were to purchase our course. So if you want to go for that, or you can watch the video and do by yourself as well. And Kartikeya thought, could you give any suggestions for people who are doing self-study, any books which could suffice for CET for each section? Exactly, Kartikeya, which the question which I addressed earlier. So the one spot solution for all your self-study preparation is in our course. So it is not a course here. We're not taking lectures, live lecture, etc. It is a books and a video course wherein you can do your self-study at your pace. But the point over here is कि आपको ऐसा सोर्स चाहिए जहाँ पे आपको सब कुछ मिले. You don't have to look for something else बाहर जाके और भी कुछ सर्च करना. एक बार ये ले लिया, then it is done. And if you look at it in a economical way as well, आपको 40 mocks, 40 sectional tests, concept builders, practice and videos सब कुछ मिल जाएगा in our package in the lowest cost which is possible. So go for that. And apart from that, obviously you are getting mentored by the students of JBIMS, and I don't think there could be a cost for that, because once you get into JB, you would also do the same thing for your juniors and the people who are aspiring to get into JBIMS. They will take the next question.
From where to learn grammar rules?
That is done, I guess.
Again about which pattern to follow, 2020 or 2021? So we have no idea. In our mocks also there are both the patterns, so prepare both the patterns. You have to be ready for any pattern that DT and CET cell gives. Can you tell your approximate sectional scores on D-Day? Okay, so I scored 150, assuming there's no normalization. I'll give you the breakup of 150. LR was 45, quant verbal 42, and abstract 21. So that is 150.
So in my case, my score was 137. But exactly, so as Sridhar has said his score, so I have also made a video with Anay wherein we have breaked up our mock analysis. So if you go into the mock analysis video, I have mentioned my mock score, or the first mock which I gave for CET. My first attempt in CET exam ka scores, my first attempt after that, after giving the second CET attempt, and also my final score in the CET exam. So definitely go check out. Actually, I scored 137 in the last year, and this year I scored 139 if I'm not wrong. Go check out that video, mock analysis video, how toppers analyze a mock. There is a section in the timestamp where I mentioned Shreekanth and Anay's this course. You can go and check there. PPT है जिसमें मैंने पूरा explain किया. But actually, Ganesh, to give you an ideal time limit for each and every section is that since Aditya has scored, he is in the top 5 ranks of CET. So उसने 150 rank score किया, 150 marks score किया. तो एक generalistic idea आप ऐसा भी दे सकते हो कि 150 minutes उसने 150 marks लाया है, तो इतना time किस section में दिया है. So you can structure it accordingly in that aspect as
Target has to be 150 marks and 1 mark per minute.
well. Minute,
Jidhar se
yes.
marks. See, don't think ki I got it, so you have to follow these scores. It will be dependent on your strengths. So these were my strengths: quant, verbal, and verbal. Knapsack was
Right.
also fairly good. So based on that, I gave more time to that, less time to LR, and that's why.
So these are how you increase your calculation speed or found better methods for QnA. So I and her specifically have worked on QnA because I was a part of CET King where I was also teaching DI and quant section, and I have quite a few methods to solve a DI quicker. You can solve a DL maybe in 30 seconds or 1 minute if you know which questions to target. You don't have to solve 5 out of 5. 1 minute में या 3 मिनट में आप 3 क्वेश्चन भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो, then it is good. So the strategy of that part specifically, Harsh and I have covered in very detail in our course. So if you want, you can check it out. uh, Keshav has asked, what was your mental roadmap for solving puzzles? Read the puzzles first or go through it, writing down the constraints, etc. So, what was yours, Aditya, if you remember? Mental roadmap for
Uh,
puzzles.
yeah, I mean, I used to skim the puzzle for 30 seconds, every puzzle 30 seconds, 1 minute, read everything just to get an idea if I should solve that puzzle. I should, even start solving that. If there are many missing elements and, if it's 3 variables, 4 variables, so, 30, 40 seconds for that. And then if I think I have to solve it, then yeah, every line I read, I put down some information based on कौन सा arrangement है, circular, whatever, make some diagram, and with every piece of information, fill down something or note down something.
Right.
So yeah, I mean,
Also, there's a video in our course how to select puzzles. Keshav, you can go through that. It will help you exactly on what all are the factors you should keep in mind while selecting a puzzle. Apart from that, in my personally, I used to note down the points first and then direct, and at the same time simultaneously take one iteration of the puzzle and solve it accordingly. So I used to read a skim first पूरा ऊपर से, and then make sure कि सबसे ज्यादा डिटेल किसके बारे में, like if there are 8 people A to H और उसमें B के बारे में सबसे ज्यादा डेटा है, तो डेफिनेटली रीड फर्स्ट पूरा, देन आई रियलाइज कि हाँ B के बारे में सबसे ज्यादा डेटा है. अगर मैंने फर्स्ट पॉइंट में H के बारे में लिखा है और H को भी मैंने सीधा लिख के स्टार्ट कर दिया पजल, और बाद में रियलाइज किया कि नेक्स्ट जितने भी पॉइंट्स है उसमें H का कोई जिक्र भी नहीं है, तो इट इज यूजलेस टू स्टार्ट विद H. तो रीड फर्स्ट, दैट is what I used to do as well.
yeah, but the experts of this section is Anay and
Anay.
Vidhan also. So they have taken that up. Were fairly good, but they are the experts. So they have really taught puzzles, how to solve puzzles really well. So if you're interested, or if that is your weak point, like it was mine, then you should check it out. Bilal asking, I'm from Uttar Pradesh. Can I get into JBIMS if I score 145 plus? So, Bilal, there are all India seats in JBIMS. I'll answer this very quickly. I made a video on the admission procedure of JBIMS just to, reiterate for everyone watching. Everyone is eligible for JBIMS. It is not just for Maharashtra students. Check that out. It's a very detailed video. You'll know exactly what you need. And yeah, I mean, it's not score based, it is percentile based, obviously. So if you score a 99.97, 99.98 percentile Bilal, you can get into JBIMS.
The rank 3 last year is as well from Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, Bilal. We have her video as well on our YouTube channel. You
Yes,
can go check out
Akansha Srivastava.
Akanksha.
So
Yeah.
she scored a 151
Third rank.
or
Second, no, third rank and
third rank.
99.9.
Ankit was second. Akansha was third, yes.
Yeah.
Gaurav, can a Maharashtra student use CMAT score to get into JVM's cap round? Yes.
Yes.
You can use 99.96 or 99.97, whatever is the cutoff. If you have more than that, this time, whatever the cutoff will be, if you have more than that, you can get in. Sanket, JVMS प्यार है sir. Definitely agree, Sanket. Reservation रहता है क्या JB में? MSCU मिल जाएगा. Yes, Sanket, there is reservation in JBIMS. As I said in that video, there is the seat matrix also of how many seats are there for each category. So you can check that out. But see, Sanket, preparation is the same. You have to prepare, and then definitely there's reservation, so that will be helpful even the fees are lower. So yeah, there is a reservation. You should definitely prepare.
So Amit has asked, can you suggest good mock series? So Amit, also in our first video, which we have been, posted on our YouTube channel from the top percentile, we have asked each and every six of us कि आपने कौन सा mock दिया था. So the outcome ये है basically, I feel, is test funda, IMS, and time. These are the three mocks which are very relevant and very good to go if you want to prepare for CET.
Go
Or
for
else
two
you can check out. Yeah.
at least. Don't go for only one.
Yeah.
So 2 to 3 and 2 to 3 में time IMS test funda. Last year cutoff for AI student was 99.96. What do you think the cutoff will be? Will be around the same only. Don't focus on cutoffs. Focus on your preparation and your scores and improving your scores. Don't worry about cutoffs. Sir, what was last year cutoff for open? Not sure. 130. I mean, in the 130s only. 134,
Yeah, it's in the
135. But again, don't cutoffs will change. So don't prepare
focus
according
on
to
that.
cutoffs. Just
Yeah.
focus on improving and getting 150 plus. Is it a good strategy to give mocks alternative as practice so each topic will be covered rather than doing each topic separately? Yes, you can give, but I mean, if you are not getting a lot of topics in mocks, if you're getting 90 or 100, there are a lot of topics that you have not attempted. So, there's a lot of gaps to fill. So at least do some of the topics. Don't just give mocks again and again. If you're not attempting those questions again and again, there's no point. So give 2-3 mocks, common topics, whatever you're not getting, work on them, then you can give mocks again.
Also,
But
Sanket,
try
go
to fill
to
the
the start of this video. I've answered a question about changing your perspective about this exam. So, as you mentioned, covering the topics. So you will realize what the topics are exactly which you need to cover. And some topics would be you already know, but you don't know the fastest way to solve the question in that topic. So only this strategy won't work. You have to make a proper analysis of what exactly is needed to be done and which questions are to be attempted in the exam. Go through a video which I posted on YouTube mentioning how to prepare in the next 6 to 7 weeks, and I think I have mentioned fairly a good strategy which you could follow. If you have any questions about that, you can reach out to us as well. We'll answer that. SGSR sir, with the 6,499 wala package of the top percentile, do I also get ebooks for the theory and practice for each chapter, and are there only topic tests in that package? So see, so in that package you will get the top percentile course videos, which are 40 plus videos. Apart from that, you will get the theory, which are more than 85 topics. Apart from that, you will get 250 practice tests. And also, apart from that, I guess we have mocks as well in that package. I'll just check once.
Yes. There are mocks.
Yeah. So you'll get 40 mocks and 40 sectional tests. So practice
20
test,
mocks,
sectional test, 20 mocks. 40 sectional tests. Yeah.
So I mean, again, to summarize videos, all the concepts, 20 mocks, 40 sectional tests, and topic-wise tests.
And apart from that, you also get the mentorship, which is mentorship plus peer learning and get added into our WhatsApp groups. So last mile preparation, basically.
So we're almost running out of time. So we'll answer the remaining questions a little fast, and then again we'll be meeting you all very soon. We know that there are only 2 months for the exam, so we will be meeting you all frequently. And we are also hosting private group mentoring sessions for our students very frequently. So Rishi is asking, would I be able to convert JB if I start preparing now if I score 90 in a random mock? Very good score, Rishi, for your first mock. And the answer is obviously yes, you can convert. We have taken many interviews of people who have cracked CET in 2 months. Many interviews, 45 days, 30 days. Many people. Check out, if you want motivation from them.
Yeah.
And Rishi also, Shreekanth, please.
Yeah, just one example that popped up in my mind was, if you see the JBIMS batch, there are people who came in JBIMS after preparing for 1 month, There are also people who came into JBI by preparing 4 years. So there is a difference. So obviously the answer is yes for all cases. It's all up to you how hard you prepare and what exactly like जो hard work आप दे रहे हो क्या वो right direction पे है. So that is something which you should look forward.
Yeah. Yeah, and definitely, Rishi, if anyone tells you that you can't crack JBIMS also, then also you should crack and prove them wrong. So
Yeah.
in both cases, you work hard and get into JBIMS and come to our platform and tell, how you crack JB in 1 month or 2 months and inspire other people. Yusuf is asking, Hindu editorials reading. Yeah, it's a good source. Aeon, I had read for CAT. It is slightly higher level. Yeah, Hindu is definitely enough.
But I think rather than going through Hindu and all these articles, what I think about this particular topic is that rather than going and reading that, अभी for example Aeon का एक article read कर लिया, Hindu का article read किया, आपने कुछ तो infer किया होगा. But do you know that the inference which you made is correct or not? Because while you read an RC, आप कुछ एक infer करते हैं and based on that you answer question and you get a wrong answer. So that means you did not infer it correctly. So who will rectify your inference, right? So what I suggest is in our course we have practice tests जिसमें बहुत सारे RCs है. You can go through each and every of those RC and prepare that rather than going to an Hindu editorial. Like दोनों को उतना ही एफर्ट लगेगा आपको रीड करने और उतना ही टाइम लगेगा. बट यहाँ पे आपको पता चलेगा कि आपने जो रीड किया है वो सही रीड किया है या गलत रीड किया है तो उसको सही कैसे करें. So I'd suggest solve RC passages from sectional tests and practices rather than going, to an editorial and everything. Because the
Yeah.
time is also less. 60 days है. अगर आपके पास 6 months होते, then obviously you could have, read novels as well. आप novel भी पढ़ सकते थे. But yeah, I think since time
I
is
mean, you
less.
have to practice RCs anyway. I mean, I assume that you're already reading Hindu editorials, so that's a good habit. So continue. That is my thing. But RCs, as Shreekanth said, you have to do anyway. And if you're doing only one, then yeah, do RCs because RCs passages are also from good sources like newspaper, magazine, etc. तो एक कर रहे हो तो फिर सिर्फ RCs करो, but दोनों कर रहे हो तो very good. Continue.
Just take the last question, and after that we can wrap it up. So Amit Verma has asked, I'm pursuing an MBA from a college, but want to give a last word at CET. Can you suggest me how can I manage my time for CET prep? So Amit, I'd like you to go to our channel and watch a video by Ninath Parkar. He's topper interview video. So he was a part of Goa Institute of Management, and then he connected with me, and then we had a word, and then eventually he is my junior in JBIMS right now with a very good summer placement and everything. So he has mentioned how he has managed this time and what exactly he went through, and you can get insights from his answer and prepare yourself accordingly depending upon your timetable. So I think that is it from our side. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, even in our batch, there was Dhruv Shah who prepared alongside KJ. So it's a very common because obviously JBIMS is much better than these colleges, and that 1 year what you're using for JBIMS, obviously at the position you start is much higher than that 1 year that you're losing in another college.
Correct.
So many students try, and there are people who leave college after 1 year and come to JBIMS. Was the interview of Dhruv Shah or Ninath Parkar. Ninath Parkar is a student of the top percentile who, Shreekanth personally mentored, and he's doing very well now. You can check out his LinkedIn. He's working for he's interning at a very prestigious firm, which would have not been possible at some other college. Only JBIMS gives you that opportunities. With that, we'll end the live. Hope you guys had a nice long weekend and you prepared also for JBIMS a little. And all the best, guys. We'll be coming live very often and clearing your doubts. And please like the video. Join our Telegram group because we inform about our lives there. So you will get all the information. And if you're interested in buying our packages, getting mentored and improving your scores, then contact us on Telegram, on Instagram, on our site. You can purchase the course. So do get in touch with us, and all the best, guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining in. All the best. We'll see you soon.